It's the Dino Wells Show.
What's going on, everybody? This is Dino Wells Show, talking about situations that's going on today, that's been going on for years. Talking about my city, Chicago, Illinois, and the drama that's been going on in Chicago. Talking about all the issues that's been, oh man, just the issues that's been going on with the oppression of today. You know, all the racial issues, unjust murders, and the killings that's been going on in these urban cities, as well as Chicago. Wow, the killings in Chicago has been going on since I was a kid. You know, I was raised half in Chicago and raised down in New Orleans, and both cities has its issues when it comes to violence in the urban community. Now, I want to say that there has to be change, but will there be change anytime soon? We don't know. I mean, it seemed like in Chicago it's getting worse and worse and worse by the day. You know, I want to give a major condolences to Dwayne Wade's family in Chicago, you know, for the loss of his cousin. And all the families that lost loved ones due to heinous acts via police or by our own people, and by just unjust murders in general. It's not cool, you know. I know it hurts. It hurts big time. You know, I lost my son to an heinous and unjust act and didn't get no justice for it. And that pain still weighs heavy on me today. But I'm still here, and I'm still pushing, and I'm still trying to find ways that we can make things much better, you know, for our community and for people to have a better way of living and a way of life, so they don't have to worry about looking behind their shoulders when they're walking home from school or work or whatever the case may be. It means bad out there right now. I'm from the south side of Chicago. My old neighborhood, my block was a good block. We had neighborhood watch. The neighbors didn't tolerate foolishness on that block. My father, on the other hand, they wanted my father off the block because my father had some not so good activities going on in his house on this block at that time. My father was a cocaine head that turned into a crackhead quick. And it happened tremendously, actually. And I'm not going to say that I was innocent amongst all the stuff back in the days, because I ran around with the thugs, and I hung around the gangs, and I did stupid stuff as well. And I was the cause of a lot of what's going on today. I feel that my generation has made it worse for the generation today. And this generation today has no kind of morals, boundaries, or anything, no tact, no anything. They're out there reckless and bad. They can't take an ass whooping like a man. They don't know how to deal with respect or deal with disrespect proactively instead of acting reactively with violence. I don't know what's going on today in Chicago. I remember when I was working on Chicago Fire, and one of my homeboys, shout out to Kwame, told me that there's no structure in the streets right now in Chicago anymore when it comes to gangs or anything like that. Because I said that we should just get the gang leaders together and talk to them about, calming down the violence that's going on in the city. He was like, there's no structure, there's no none of that. So there's no need to do that because everybody's out there lone wolfing it. They're rough. They're out there just doing their own thing, which is kind of jacked up times 10. Now, what's going on in Chicago now has been going on since the 90s, since, whatever, 80s. It's been going on for a long time. Just social media now has become the platform to show a lot of what's been going on in the hood with violence. Now, boxing saved my life, yes. Boxing saved me from doing stuff I didn't really want to do. Now, don't get me wrong, I was not innocent. I sold drugs, yes I did. I never had the goal to be a big time dope dealer or nothing like that. I just did things. I did that to survive, to have money in my pocket. And, yes, I hung around idiots and assholes and thugs and killers that at that time I looked up to because I really didn't have a father, although I lived with a dad that I looked up to. So I looked up to thugs and I thought that shit was cool. And these thugs had street cred, street respect, and they got respect from the chicks and all that, you know what I mean? And I wanted what they had as well. And I did gain some of that respect on a negative tip, but I didn't want that to carry on with my life, You got some young kid looking up to these big dudes out here that's smashing niggas' heads and shooting people, killing people, whatever the case may be, and it's dumb. Super stupid. It seemed like if you have an issue with a man today, they want to grab the gun and go kill this dude to resolve that issue. Instead of talking it out like a man and, they pride and got hurt or some kind of way. Instead of fighting it out or whatever the case may be. Like, there's no, I don't know, I'm just not understanding why people these days cannot take their whoopings like a man anymore. I'm not understanding that. It just, or they can't deal with situations without turning to violence. Whatever it is. Whatever the situation is, they cannot do without violence. My neighborhood back in the days was wonderful. They had beautiful jobs, they had daycares, they had stores, businesses, nice houses, they had jobs. It was plentiful. Yes, there were gangs in neighborhoods that had their blocks sold up. They had the batches of crackheads they sold to, and you had some gang beefs here and there. And then sometimes some gang beefs get out of hand. You had some killings going on or whatever the case may be. That was it was normal in the hood and the South Side, the Y100s. It was normal. You had cities. They had Triggertown. They had Motown. They had Little Vietnam. You know what I'm saying? They had all these little areas on the South Side. They had their little nicknames and little squads, little cliques. You had the Vice Lords, the GDs, the BDs, and the BGs, and the Blackstones, and the 400 Hustlers, and the Mickey Cobras. You had all these little gangs, and the Latin Kings. You had all the gangs, having their little areas locked down, and they had it locked down, and they took no shit from nobody. You know what I'm saying? And then some shit might popped off, and they might have some gang fights, some shootings here and there, and whatever the case may be. And sometimes shit might get heated. You had some summers, you had a buku deaths, but then shit died down. There was structure. There were, I'm not glorifying, don't get me wrong, I'm not glorifying none of that silly shit. I'm not glorifying violence and none of that. I'm not glorifying what went down in Chicago. I'm not. Not glorifying it at all. But I am saying that back then, it was a little bit different than it is now. It's a lot of bit different. Super different. You got people out here, like I said, they just out there reckless. They feel their emotions got hurt, or they so oppressed. They living not even check to check. The dad is in prison. Mom's out there selling pussy. They got 5 kids already or 3 kids already. They dropped out of school. They about to get kicked out their house. And they on Section 8 or something, and they still can't keep their crib because they can't keep their Section 8 up or whatever the case may be. Whatever the case it is, and then they feel like they had to go out there. They got to hustle. They got to get it by any means. They got to go out there and hustle. They got to go and get it. And then somebody comes in front of them that they don't like, they're going to take them out. Or feel like somebody's coming in front of them to take them what they got, they're going to take them out. Their mentality is fucked up. We need to do something about that. We need to do something about this younger generation right now. So 50 years from now, we have to worry about this. 53 years ago, Martin Luther King had his monumental speech. And today, we still are dealing with the same issues that he spoke of back then. You know what I mean? Colin Kaepernick is standing up for his own rights, and they giving him flack for doing what he feel it necessary to not stand up for the national anthem. You know what I mean? I've done the same thing many times. You know what I mean? I've done the same thing many and plenty of times. You know what I mean? I don't hold my hand on the heart. I don't sing the national anthem or whatever the case may be. I might just, move my lips or whatever the case may be just to go with the flow so I don't have to get the backlash or whatever the case may be. Or sometimes I blatantly don't put my hand on my chest. I've been like that since high school, yo. I've been like that since high school. Even when I joined the Army, I was in the National Guard and the Reserves, I felt that I didn't want to do that, But at the same time, it was a job I had to do. But there's something we had to do with these inner city communities because, like I said, Boston saved my life. And whatever, you have plenty of talented people in the neighborhood. And that's another thing. You might have somebody that's very talented in sports or education or whatever the case may be that wants to get out of the hood. Then you have somebody that's hating because they want what they have, but they can't do it. They want to take that person out because they're jealous or they're envious. That's stupid. I don't know what causes these people to do what they do, besides being brainwashed about and believe that they are oppressed. I mean, yes, oppression is real. But oppression is really real. If you look at my old neighborhood, is now like desolate. Like I said, it had businesses at one point. Businesses are gone. Houses are being boarded up. It looked like a desolate land almost. It's jacked up. You got crack houses and dope dealers running them up, and people trying to make their next buck. People, you taking money from this dope dealer, so they gonna get you because you taking money out of his pocket. I mean, I understand, but we need to do something better than that. We need to go back and put money into our own community, and we need to police that ourselves. And not saying do the police job. We need to police our neighborhoods so we can, like those women in Chicago, the moms stand up against the violence. I like what they're doing. You know what I mean? That's some good stuff. But we need more people to step up and go outside of their fear. And let's stop this violence. Unnecessary killings. Man, this is getting over the top. Sometimes I feel embarrassed to say I'm from Chicago because of what's going on, but I am proud. Shout out to Chi-Town. I love Chicago. New Orleans is my second city. I love New Orleans, and the violence in here in New Orleans is bad as well. And I'm from the suburbs of New Orleans, but I say New Orleans. I'm from the suburbs of New Orleans, but actually New Orleans was bad too. And it has its issues, and it still has its issues. And violence is still going amok down here as well. Just like in any other city, Baltimore, New York, Brooklyn, the Bronx, and whatever boroughs up there, and parishes down here, and in Atlanta, and Florida. Florida had its issues. L.A., Seattle, Tacoma, Kansas City, Arkansas. All these cities has its violence, has its share of hoods and violence. And us as black people are letting it happen because we're too scared to do anything about it. And that's fucked up. There's nobody really stepping up saying, let's stop this shit. There's a lot of talk. Like, I really proactively want to help and do something and to change the minds of these young men and these men and ladies with this hood mentality, hood rat mentality. These girls seeing their girlfriends having babies, and I want to have babies just because my girl is having a baby. Like, what the fuck is that all about? Why do you want to have a baby because your girl having a baby with a nigga that don't even give two shits about her? Like, come on, man, that's stupid. Now this kid gonna grow up with a mom, the dad's probably dead or in prison. You know what I'm saying? And this kid gonna grow up with grandma. Mom's probably gonna do her thing, probably gonna be thotting it or twerking it or doing whatever the hell negativity thing. She gonna probably find her another thug. This thug gonna take this little kid, make this little kid into another thug nigga, which is fucked up. It is dumb, y'all. We need to do something about it. We need to do something about this proactively. I like hearing great people talk. Dr. Umar, I like him. He's catching a lot of flack right now from the situations that he got going on, but he speak good stuff going on. Dr. Umar, I respect that guy. I like what he's saying. I like his words, his knowledge. You know, Kaepernick, I like what he's doing. You know what I mean? Roland Martin, I like what he's doing. A lot of people talk about Roland Martin, but I like what he's doing. I wish I could get on a show and be interviewed with him. You know, it's just, there's a lot of good people. D.L. Hughley is another one. You know what? I like D.L. Hughley. He's a comedian. But I like his thought process. I like to be interviewed by him. You know, D.L. Hughley is awesome. And the things that's going on and him speaking out about it. And I listen to him and he's a very smart man. And you know, I don't have too many followers and too many people that listen to me. I'm on live now and ain't nobody listening to me right now. You know, ain't nobody commenting and saying nothing or whatever the case may be because I'm not on that level yet. But I'm speaking out because, I know that my generation, I hung around, like I said, thugs. I seen it firsthand in the streets. I seen fools get shot. I seen fools get shot out of anger, out of love, out of lust, out of hate, out of anger, out of all that silly shit. You know, I seen it with my own eyes. I seen dumb stuff. I have sold drugs. Like I said, I never thought about being no kingpin or none of that shit like that, but I did it to survive. My father was a cocaine addict, like I said, that turned into a crackhead, and it went down quick. We lived in a nice house in a nice neighborhood, and that house went down quick. And it went down in a blaze. Because of him and his crackhead shit. And Boston saved my life. Because I probably could easily been a statistic in prison or dead, fucking around, running the street, running around knuckleheads that had nothing, that shit going on with their life, was stuck in that mind frame with that thug mentality. And if you hanging around thug motherfuckers with thug mentalities, then of course you're going to be a part of that thug mentality and you're going to have that conditioned in your brain and you're going to do thug shit. That's going to eventually get you in thug prison or thug hell. One of the two. Now, when my girlfriend got murdered in front of me, I went to a dark place. And I almost fell subject to the hood rules. But I didn't. Sorta. You know? But in life we have to make decisions we have to make correct decisions. We have to make correct moves. We got to help each other as one. We have to talk to our youth. Stop filling the youth with the bullshit that happened to us in the past and talk about some stuff that we can do proactively where we can make it better in the future. If you keep drugging and thinking and drugging on and dragging on the past and keep talking about, I mean, yeah, the past has happened. There's nothing, you can't change that. We've been oppressed, we've been strung up, we've been shot water on, we've been shat on, we've been pissed on, we've been hung, beaten, molested, raped. We've been raped of our pride. We've been raped of our knowledge. We've been raped of our skills. And at the same time, as a collective whole, we are fucked as a human race if we cannot turn this around and move forward. A lot of people keep talking about, oh, it's just been going on for 400 something years and blah, 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 you know, and he's not these and those. Like, okay, yes, but what can we do now to change this? Like, I'm not a millionaire. I'm not a thousandaire. I work on commercials from time to time. I work on movies from time to time. I don't make nowhere near as close to Denzel Washington or Will Smith money. I don't have MJ, Michael Jordan's money. You know what I mean? I barely survive. I'm on food stamps, on a system, trying to get off the shit and trying to live. I don't have Tyler Perry's money. I'm trying to get to that level where I can open up the doors for people and make sure that we all can eat. We all can work together as a collective unit, as a solid people. But it all starts with the youth. Like my sons, I talk to my sons, tell them like, look, respect everybody, do what you do. There's gonna be haters that's gonna come along, you know, but hate, you don't born hate nobody. You're not born hating anybody. It's taught and it's conditioned. All the racist shit that's going on now was taught back in the days. All the shit that's going on with black on black crime is taught. You're not just born and say, look, I'm just gonna kill this nigga tomorrow. It's gotta be taught. You know. The N-word, nigga, and all that stuff like that. I don't care about that. You know, people say the N-word, oh, they get so sensitive about the N-word. Fuck that. I don't care. I mean, if a white person call me a nigger, I do not care. I don't care if a white person call me nigger. I don't care if a black person say nigga, because I use the word. You know? It's crazy. It is crazy. You know? People use those excuses. Oh, don't use the N-word. It's just, where it started from. These, not these, no's. Like, I understand that. Yes, the N-word is bad. It is bad. Yes, nigger is bad. The N-word is bad. And if a white person so happens to use it, that's their right to use it. If they call me that, I'm not going to get mad because they called me a nigger. If that's how they feel. I know I'm not a nigger. I know I'm not a nigga. But that's what black people choose to use like in their everyday conversation now. Some black people, not all black people. Not all black people use the word nigga. I am guilty for using the word nigga from time to time. I think I've said it a couple times in this already. You know? But I don't use it in my everyday conversation, especially when I'm talking to people. Now, if I'm talking to like a Denzel Washington or a Will Smith, and we have a cordial conversation, we're not gonna say, "Hey, how you doing, nigga? What's going on, man?" Blah blah. It's not gonna happen like that. And if you're talking to somebody from the hood, the N-word might come out 99 times in one sentence or one paragraph. It just depends. But we gotta fix that too. We gotta fix that. I don't like using the word nigga. I don't like using it, but it just feels comfortable coming out of my mouth when you're talking to somebody from the hood. It's just comfortable conversation because if you talk proper, they not understanding that. Sound funny, right? We need to fix the school system. School systems are fucked up. All type of fucked up. my son is in high school now. He was going to junior high. My second oldest son, my little son, is still in middle school, but he go to a nice, decent middle school. But my middle school my son just came from was a shitty middle school, yo. It was super shitty. Shitty times 10. Like, what are they teaching him? Like, really? What did they teach him when he was in Georgia? My son didn't have knowledge of a lot of stuff. I'm teaching him things that he didn't even know, that he didn't even learn while he was in school. And I'm sitting there like, what did they teach you while you was in school? What kind of curriculum was they teaching? What the hell? I learned a lot of this stuff when I was in 7th grade, 5th grade, and my son didn't know some of this stuff. I'm like, wow, this is crazy. I can't even name if my son is in bed now. I'll tell him, like, let's talk about some of the things that we talked about. I'm gonna interview my son. My next podcast is gonna be interviewing my son. I should interview both of my boys. That's what I should do. My next podcast should be interviewing both of my boys about me being in their life and me beating out their life and then all the stuff like that, you know. Because a lot of these kids, these men and women out here are acting out because of fucked up upbringing. It's all about upbringing, and that's not in the black communities, in the white community as well, and any other communities. If you have a fucked up upbringing, that's directing you to a fucked up future. If you have a fucked up upbringing, now how you deal with the fucked up upbringing is how you come out of it. Look at Tyler Perry, and he's rich. You know, I have a fucked up upbringing. You know, my mom did her best to raise me and my brother. You know, my mom kept me from my dad, you know, or my dad didn't give two shits to be with me either, or however it turned out, or however it played out between them. I didn't have my dad most of my life coming up. I didn't have my dad till my late teens. My mom had a mini revolving door. I'm not saying she had a major revolving door, but she had some boyfriends, you know. I ran them away or whatever the case may be because they wasn't my dad. I wanted my real dad in my life. And my son went through that same shit. I have custody of him now. He's 15. I'm glad I'm in his life. My 13-year-old, I'm glad I'm in his life. Although his mom is married. But I'm in his life. And I'm trying to give them that guidance and to show them how to be a man. But, you know, I'm going through issues right now. And I'm going through a lot of little different things myself. And I'm showing them, I'm trying to stay strong through the oppression and depression. So they can be strong as well. Because if I'm being down and out and I'm out here doing some thug shit, I'm out here knocking off motherfuckers and stealing cars and doing all this shit and giving that impression on them, they think that shit is cool. They'll do the same dumbass shit. I'm having a revolving door and I'm fucking chicks in and out or whatever the case may be. I'm just having chicks walking in and out the door. You know, that's going to make my kids think, oh, he can have chicks walking in and out the door. They can do the same thing. I'm not doing that. You know what I mean? I have a girl. I'm in a dysfunctional, and she probably gonna give me flack for it. I don't give a fuck. I'm in a dysfunctional relationship. You know what I'm saying? You know, it good sometimes, fucked up other times. Good sometimes, fucked up other times. You know, relationships. You know, you gotta have solid relationships. You have to have solid relationship with your kids. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. Now, you know, you gotta, as a man and a woman, especially with kids, you can't fall subject to the system, fall prey to the system. And if you're a woman, a single mom raising your kid, because I say shout out to Trish for raising her kids, you know, through the situation she was going through, even though back then, you know, it's all, you know, the things, you know, raising her kids. And shout out to all my baby mamas, and, you know, shout out to all the mamas out there that's doing good shit, raising their kids, and that's not out there doing the negativity, whatever. Shout out to the single dads out there doing good things with their kids and not doing the negativity, you know. Shame on you single moms out there that's throwing their kids, their dads on child support and trying to live off the system. Shame on you dads out there that's not doing nothing for your kids and letting your kids fall prey to the system. Shout out to the dads and the moms that's really working out and working it to get things done with their kids. Shout out to them. Shame on those who's not doing nothing for their kids in the generation to teach them love and happiness and how to move forward in life and how to work with one another. You know what I mean? Shame on the black people or the people of color in the neighborhoods that don't want to spend money with their own people. Not saying not to shop at Macy's and TJ Maxx and all that shit, but then you got a lot of black-owned community stores and stuff like that's in the communities that, yeah, we shop there from time to time, but don't even shop there. You know what I mean? You iffy. I know I'm seem like I'm ranting on. I ain't been playing no music or nothing like that because I just got a lot on my mind and this is just bothering me. I was going to do a podcast about relationships at first because, like I said, I'm in a topsy-turvy type relationship and I was going to get into a deep relationship podcast to do some relationship coaching to myself and help others. But since the situation is going on and, and I heard about D. Wade's, cousin getting killed in Chicago, this compelled me again to do another podcast about the silly shit that's going on. Man, shout out to D. Wade and my condolences to him and his family. Like I said, I know that pain is hard. I lost my son last year and it was hard. It's just a lot of things that need to be fixed and a lot of things need to be changed. There's a lot of things that need to be changed and need to be changed now. A lot of things need to be fixed. I'm passionate about our people doing positive things. But every time we do something positive, and it seems like we ride that positive wave, and then a band of negativity, a gust of negativity will come and try to knock us off that horse, or knock us off that boat, or try to bring us down, or try to pull us down. Like the Olympian girl, she's doing all that good stuff, and they want to talk about her hair. Really? You know what I mean? All the accolades and things she's got going on, you want to talk about her hair? Really? Come on. We have a lot of, man. I don't know, man. I don't know what else I can say to make it work. I just know I want to film good movies. I want to help people that want to be helped. I want to help the inner city. I want to help the youth. I want to help the youth that are deprived, that feel like that they don't see no future moving forward. They think they have to turn to the darkness of the streets to gain some respect or whatever. And some of them might be talented as ever. Some of them might be basketball talented, book smart, or whatever the case may be, but they turn to the darkness because they feel there's no way out. There's nobody's helping them. Oh my goodness. I see that nobody really sent me no comments or anything. Nobody didn't send me no messages or nothing. So I'm about to probably get off this thing in a minute. I didn't play no music on this show. I usually take some music breaks. I usually take a few music breaks because I had music in the queue. Because like I told you, I was going to do a relationship show, but I'll probably do that one later on down the line because I feel like I don't want to catch no flack right now while I'm doing a relationship show. Because I'm just going to put it all out there, you know what I mean? Then it's going to be a deep subject, deep subject for people who's going through situations in their relationships and things and such forth. And which, like I said, we got to stand strong within ourselves in relationships to teach our kids to be better human beings, outstanding human beings, and not hate. And that's if you're white, black, Hispanic, Chinese, Japanese, whatever race, creed, sex, whatever. You just got to be strong and teach a kid not to hate. It's all about love and peace. Like, why would you hate? I mean, yes, you can dislike. It's natural to dislike something or dislike someone, but don't hate nobody. Hate is bad. My goodness. Man, I do feel like playing a song, though. What song would I play? I may play something real quick just to take a little quick break. So I might play this song right here for you. Yeah, that was my track. It's called Sacred Blessings. I think it was part 2 or something like that, or part 3. I don't remember which one it was, but I made that track with Music Maker Jam. You know, I like playing some of my tracks on here when I'm doing my thing. I like playing my tracks, which is cool. You can, if you have interest in knowing more about me, you can follow me on Twitter at Dino Wells. You can go to Snapchat Dino_Wells. You can check me out, or go to About Me/Dino Wells to know more about me. I am a star of the 4-time award-winning documentary When the Bell Rings, which warned me to become the honorary WBC World Boxing Council World Champion and Ambassador for Peace. And, you know, I have a movie that I'm supporting cast in I'm a supporting actor in, which is called Same Kind of Different as Me, starring Greg Kinnear, Renee Zellweger, and Jai Manhansu. That's coming out, I believe, in February of 2017. I play a character named Mister in that. That was good playing on that, actually, and I want more of that, actually. But, it is what it is. I have a screenplay I've written called No Words at All that I'm working to get in production. Talking to some key people right now. I can't really say too much about it right now, but I'm talking to some people and trying to get that off the ground. As you know, that I had 2 crowdfund campaigns which didn't do too good, trying to get it up down, and which is about the effects of racism. Shows the effects of racism. It follows 3 siblings seeking justice for the murder of their fathers, and it's Justin to elude them, and they go through 50 years trying to seek justice, and they, go their separate paths trying to get that justice, as their love and their loyalty for each other is tested. And it shows the cycle of and the effects of racism, which shows that it, as always, it's a continuing process. So one of the siblings go astray, and another sibling trying to follow one of the siblings' paths to get justice. So it's a deep piece. I wrote it after Mike Brown got killed, and we did some rewrites to it after my son got killed, and it's just no words at all. I had some people that they liked the script, but I just need the funding to get it done, and it'll be my directorial debut, and I have some people I'm interested in getting a part of it. But I'm not a Tyler Perry, I'm not a Robert De Niro, I'm not a Denzel, I'm not an Idris Elba. I'm just Dino Wells, a man with talent trying to get a movie done. And then I have more stuff after that. So I have a lot of stuff after that, actually. I think I could be a cash cow for somebody. And being Path Entertainment, my film company, check it out. Me and my business partner, we're really trying to make way in the business and opening doors with Ambient Path Entertainment. Bring some good movies to you. I have a TV pilot, actually, I'm writing for Netflix. Hopefully, if Netflix pick it up, I can't get the name of it, but it's a powerful piece as well. And I'm working on episode 1 of the pilot. Finished writing the pilot. I'm just on episode 1. About to finish that up and start on episode 2. Want to get at least 6 episodes in the can, so if Netflix do pick it up, at least I have 6 episodes in the can, and then we can have somebody else help me write the other ones. That's how that goes with me. But anyway, everybody, we need peace, happiness. We need some people to stand up in the communities. We need some instead of just talking, we need some proactive things. What can I do to help the youth and help these people stop being silly? What is all these killings for? Why? What's the purpose, yo? If you fucking mad at somebody, go to the gym and hit a fucking heavy bag or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Take your anger out on that. Taking some people's life, man. Man, I say like this, man. I understand you can get mad, angry, frustrated, upset. Somebody may talk down to you, talk bad to you. That shouldn't make you want to kill somebody because somebody talks shit to you. If somebody take your money, I understand that piss you off, especially in a press time like this. But at the same time, come on, man. Now, somebody fucking rape your mom or disrespects your mom to the point where they put their hands on your mom, then I can say that you can handle with a little bit of brute strength. But damn, don't kill nobody, man. But at the same time, it's been a pleasure. Check out more of my shows. This was a random show because of what was going on with what's going on today and the Colin Kaepernick thing and everything. But much love to you. Follow me, Google me, Dino Wells, David Dino Wells Jr. You heard me.